Hi, this is Pete Reiki, and this video is going to cover the reassembly of the SnowPod transmission. I think most of you will find it a little bit more technically detailed, so you can whip right through it if you want to. But if you're interested in the details of design, uh, this is one of the videos you should watch. If you really want more information, the disassembly, the previous video to this, should do the trick too. Or be helpful. So, at any rate, uh, I hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you at the end.
All right, there we go. So I'm going to consider this the final assembly and see if we can actually make this work clear through. So the very first thing to do is to actually put this on here. Put this guy on here because it's harder to put on once it's on the shaft. And then that goes in there and there. Now the sun gear and the ring gear are all engaged, and there's a keyway that goes, or a snap ring that goes in there. So there's a snap ring that goes over. That's a 7/16 inch snap ring. And get that down in there and then poke it down. I tend to want to work a little higher than you guys can see. Come on, get down on there. There, that's got it. All right, so that keeps that whole assembly from coming off of there. Now comes the tricky part, is this keyway has to go in here, but because of the way I designed this, it doesn't want to go in easily. It goes in the slot. It's a little tricky to get in the slot. I can't even see it, much less show you. Okay, there, I've got the key in the Woodruff key in the keyway. And then use that guy to get it level. It actually sits in there kind of loose, and it is unfortunately slightly magnetic, and it wants to, like all Woodruff keys, it wants to rock. All right, good. So that goes there. Now you just have to be, it's a matter of trial and error to get this to go on, and invariably that key gets pushed away, so it doesn't want to go on properly. I think I might have gotten it. Let me just tap that down. There we go. I think that's got it. Yeah, I can see the keyway in there. Let's get our focus down here where we want it. If you look carefully, right in deep in there, you can see the keyway. probably not a heck of a very easily. All right, so then this guy goes on, or actually I have to put this guy on, and then this guy on. Like so. And goes, shoves in there. Okay, so that basically has to sit like that, and then it's a tricky situation to get these guys screwed in there. There we go, that's one side. Twist it over and do the other side. Okay. That's that. That goes like that. And then now we have another snap ring. It goes in there. And that keeps that. Oops, I don't want. Okay. It's not quite in the groove yet. There, I think that's got it. There we go. I heard it click in there. All right, so that keeps that snap ring right in there. Keeps the pusher from coming out too far. If it comes out too far inadvertently during assembly or during operation, there's no way to get it past the pawls because there's no slide surface on the back side of this pawl pusher. So there, it really is an important piece to have that snap ring there. All right, so now this guy goes here. I actually have this marked, and I think I have it marked so that the divot I have on this is supposed to align with the oil hole there. And I'm actually going to take and drip a little bit of oil in there to start with. So the only really moving part, the sliding part, is the pawl pusher in here. I should do that. Oh yeah, that smooths it up quite a bit. Now we can put in the screws. Tap that down just a hair. Okay. Okay. Once I can get it started, and I can use the screws to pull it in. already inserted the bearings in all of these, so they're where they should be. Okay. And there we go. And right there. Okay, now go around and pull it in so it's smooth. Okay. Alright. And like so. There we go. Okay, all right, so that side is basically done. And now we have to do the other side. And so first of all, we drop in this guy here. And then we drop in our spring. And then the pawl pusher. Goes in there. Come on, get in there. And this guy goes in. There we go. That's got that. And let's make sure we're not forgetting anything here. And so then this guy goes in. But before I do that, I want to soak this in oil. Get the sun gear and the planetary gear. That one is dead now. Doesn't take much. I'm using chain lubricant. Get all of these, get that pawl pusher greased up. That's the only really sliding surface. There, that feels really good. All right, that works. If you can see that. So that is a good way to see how these pawl pushers work here. Get that into the focus regime here. You can see how when I push in on the pawl pusher, the springs lift that pawl up. You can see one pointing right at you in the center of the screen. Turn it a little bit sideways. There, you can see it a little bit better. And that works really nicely. All right, so now that all has to stay in there while I put this guy on. And this is a matter of there we go, got it. It's a matter of luck sometimes to get that in the right spot. Okay, that's that. And then this guy here Gotta make sure we get this on the right side, so this goes up, and then this goes on like so. Okay, and then there. There, I think that might have got it. Connection failed. Fuck you. All right. I think we're still recording, but as you can see, this is where it really is nice to have a couple of extra hands, certainly to hand you tools. I didn't say this thing was the state of the art. Okay, there, that snap ring is in, and this guy can go in. This guy can go in. Come on. There. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so you can see that getting this getting this together is not trivial. Substantial design improvements could be made in the assembly of this. But more importantly, something that has me concerned here is that if you look down here, there's a big gap, almost 1/4 of an inch, between this snap ring and this bearing here that I don't recall being there, and I don't know what I'm doing differently here. We'll have to wait till see we get the rest of it assembled, the other end assembled. But that should not be, that should be, leaves quite a gap here, right in here. You can see there's quite a big gap you can see into the gears right there. And that should be nice and tight together like that. So there may be an issue with something in there, and which is kind of why I didn't use any Loctite on this assembly, because I wanted to see how things went. All right, so I'm going to finish up and get it assembled anyhow. And so then this guy Is there a front or a back on this guy? Teeth are slightly angled one way. All right. And then where's my other snap ring pliers? The snap ring goes on the outside of that. There we go, like so. And then this guy goes on here. And it just floats back and forth. It doesn't, it rides on that shaft wherever it wants to. You know. So it can be, that's the one distance. All right, so now that goes on there. Okay. Next we have, where did my pusher rod go? I have a little small snap ring that goes here. Getting a hold of this guy is basically snaps right in there. That snap ring right there then has a bushing that allows this guy to push on it like so. You can see when I push on it, it pushes it together and fills up this space here. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out why that is. Okay, and then this guy goes right like that, and where's my little Allen wrench? That guy. Not that guy. There we go. All right. Come on, get in there. Okay. It goes like that. That goes like that. There we go. All right, so that is now assembled. And if you look carefully at this end, what I have here is a small spring that's attached to the end of this lever with a little shoulder screw or I'm not sure if it's a shoulder screw, but and then a little tiny piece of metal here, and then one of the rings on the, or one of the windings on the spring just slides underneath that small piece of sheet metal there, and that holds the whole thing together. Okay. So just have to assemble this guy. There's always a single way it goes on. That's for the shifting to get properly done. And then this guy goes on. And then this guy goes on. All these gears have to be assembled in the right direction in order to get shifting to sync up. And that goes on there like that, I think. Yeah, there we go. And then that goes on there like so. And then I need the keyway for that. And where is the keyway for that? Should have 3 keyways here. Yeah, this is the one. This one goes right in there. Fits in there nicely. And it goes in there like so. And all right, and I'll adjust that back and forth when I get the transmission fully assembled and get chain on it, and go from there. This guy then goes on here. Come on. Seems to be a burr in there somewhere. And taking and gently filing on the side of the keyway here. These keyways are pretty beat up anyhow, but it sure seems like there's a burr right on the end here. Let's get a little bit smaller file. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. And that's going to be 5:30 seconds. Yep. And tighten that down. Okay, good. All right, so that guy is now done. Just put that on the outside there. All right, so that guy is now done. It's assembled. one of the things when you're assembling things on the mountain, it's good to have somebody who's watching you so they can actually pay attention to what you're doing. And there we go. Okay, then that guy slides in there like that. It just has 4 holes in it to match the two pins on each side of the coupler. And they have to be there we go. Okay. And then that goes like that. And then that needs to go like that. And that needs to go right about there. So I'll get those in there. I need 1/4 and 1/4 3/4 actually. Okay. Okay, there we have it. It's now fully assembled. Not all the bolts are in, but it's pretty much fully assembled. I still have a series of bolts to go down that side. I have all the bolts underneath the bottom to go in, but that's at least assembled. I don't want to put it all fully together. I want to sit down and evaluate what my problem is with this slop here and whether or not that was a design problem or what, and see if I need to go there. All right. Well, I got a phone call, so catch you later.
Well, thanks for joining me on that bit of tedious work. But the transmission is the central entity in all of the SnowPod. It is the guts and brains of all of it. So the next video will be about assembling the drivetrain to that transmission. I'll have that mounted on the frame and show you how that gets done, and then connect all of the chain and cranks and handles that are needed to actually drive that transmission, and hopefully show you how it works at the very end. So anyhow, I look forward to publishing that. We'll see. Sometimes I get lazy. Anyhow, like and subscribe if you want to. We'll catch you later. Bye.